anymore, you are required to build a POC. Right. So my first check itself was $2,000. Like not big at all, but it was on the slide deck. But I got a $2,000 just because I told them the idea. ನಂಗೆ ಅವಾಗ ಏನ್ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ, ಓಕೆ ನಾ $2,000 is a good exit. I'll just not build. Right, and then I'll quit on this. This is 2012. When I actually, for my first time getting an investor to write a check, which is fantastic. But to you, Mandar, my curiosity is like having built products over the years, right? Right, it doesn't have to be startups, even in any of the largest corporations, right? Where you pitch an idea saying that, hey, here is this. You go to your VP and then you tell them that I have this idea, we should push this in. So does the POC happen for your idea, or even in that do you filter out for what your POC
I think there's obviously a lot of filtration that happens, right? So again, I think we have talked about this before, probably in our very first episode, and I can't really place the source of this, but there are 4 main questions that you need to answer, right? If you have to show value, basically, right? Proof of value and ತೋರಿಸೋದಾದ್ರೆ 4 ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ. What is the problem? The second question is, what is the solution to that problem? The third question is, who is the customer? The fourth question is, why should that customer pay you for that solution?
Right.
If you are able to answer these 4 questions, then you have established a value, and then you can start building out your proof of concept, right?
But let me ask you this. What if you're building a Facebook or a Uber where no one pays anything?
Well, see, it's not true that nobody is paying anything. In fact,
at least for Facebook.
No, even for Facebook. So with Facebook, with a platform like Facebook, the beauty is this, and this is not a new idea. I'm recycling someone else's idea. Again, I can't place the source. See, on Facebook, we are the users, right? We are not paying anything, which means that we are the product.
Right, we are.
Right? The customer for Facebook is the other people who want to place advertisements.
Right.
Facebook is basically an ad platform, and we are being sold. So if you are using an online service where you are not being charged for it, well, you are the one who's being sold. Actually, you are the one. You are the product.
Which is true. Andhra ignored for like they started in 2004, and up until 2012, they did not have ads on the platform, or somewhere around that time, right? 2010, they did not have ads. And for 8 years, they were just building the product, and then people were willing to bet money on it, surely because of scale.
Yes, and I think that journey was a bit smaller for Google. I think they started seriously venturing into ads post 2005, if I'm not wrong, right? Although they had started building the ads platform even a little bit before that. But then with Google, it's a very different game, right? They are much bigger corporation, bigger dreams also,
right?
Big ballsy projects, right? With someone like Page at the head, he was a different. He's a different beast altogether. They waited long enough. Was that you can bring enough people onto this platform who will give out enough information that can be anonymized and sold, hopefully anonymized and sold, right? And that's the POC that they built, right? Now, so this is where I think your POC and your MVP, those kind of become a little blurry, right? So generally, if it's a more or less linear journey, right? You know what's the final product you want to build. It's a Mercedes. So your MVP is a bicycle, and then you start building out a very, very basic wireframe of a bicycle with a rickety handle, rickety wheels, and everything, which you then try to sell, right? But that's a linear journey, more or less, right? But with something like I don't know if Mark Zuckerberg thought on day one that I'm going to build this out into an ad platform, right? I don't know if Larry Page and Sergey Brin thought that, okay, let's make money by selling ads on this platform,
right?
But then again, when you look at Google, one of the projects, so some Google projects are really big, right? There's Android.
Right.
Example, right? And then there's autonomous driving, right? And right, so he himself led these projects, right?
Unlike Android, which was acquired, but yeah, that's okay.
Yeah,
But
but then
I know.
he spearheaded it himself, right?
Yeah,
They
yeah.
didn't start it. That's correct.
Right, right, right.
Now, if you think about it, right, they built maps,
Huh.
right?
Right.
Now, when you think about maps as a product, as an MVP, and as a POC, again,
Hmm.
what concept was he trying to prove, right? Maps was never intended to be used by humans, right? Maps was probably intended to be used by the autonomous cars. That is why he had the vision to build out maps.
That's a conspiracy theory.
Yeah, no,
No.
but look, yeah, sure. I mean, the
No,
only
no,
person
I'm kidding, but it can totally be sold as a conspiracy theory.
absolutely, and the only
Right.
person who can really testify to it is Larry Page himself, right?
Mm,
And
mm.
I don't think he's going to do that. So, but it's totally imaginable.
Right, right, right.
I don't know. So maybe a POC need not always come with the vision for a larger product.
Need
A
not.
POC can start off as something that's a possibility.
Right. So let me add some context, Ignan. POC, the one of the reasons why I think POC is the biggest beast of them all is because I come from devices world, right? So Nanak, it is very simple. You take a breadboard, I'll give you POC, and then from whatever it is, right? So I can, you want a